Now, before we get started with the reports, I want to give a shout out to Mechanical Warhorse. I'm starting with my Saturday and Sunday games. They gave me a bunch of templates and different tokens and markers to use for the games. These are all incredible. Hopefully, you should be seeing a lot of them being used in my games for Saturday and Sunday. Unfortunately, I didn't have them for the Friday night games, but they were a sponsor for Brawler Bash, and they were fantastic. I highly recommend them to everybody out there. Alright guys, we're back. This is game 4. I'll be taking on Ogre Kingdoms. I've played this guy three straight Brawler Bashes. I thought it was funny that there's over 90 people at this Brawler Bash, and I played 2 people I played last year, and 2 people who were like in the area in the local clubs. Okay, our scenario, this is the objective scenario. You get 1,000 victory points if you control the objective in the center of the table with fortitude and you're within 6 inches. If both players have fortitude within 6 inches, each get 500 victory points. Now my objective card, I'm using the one where if I keep all my Dispel and Power Dice users alive, get 500 victory points. My special ability is all of my opponent's double ones fail or miscast on turn 1. And these are not cast with resistance force. He's going to use his lucky 7 to nullify mine. He'll use the same card against me, and I think I stupidly used my lucky 7 to nullify his because I was seeing his list, I saw he had a Hell Heart. I was thinking in my mind, oh, I'm just going to use my lucky 7 for the Hell Heart on my Great Shaman if it comes to that. And I just felt like, don't think right, and I'm going to use it against his special ability when I should have just not worried about it and not worried about for the Gort for 1 turn. We'll have another quick look through my list. He's going to have some Noblars. You can see his list when you see it. And that's basically the only uses that my fast cav and big boss warfighters are going to have is slowing him down and maybe killing some Noblars and Saber Tusk. Alright, let's look at the Ogre army. It's interesting, he's only going to have 1 Iron Blaster, but he still has like all the tricks in his mini Gut Star. He still has the BSB is going to be in the 2nd rank, Crown of Command, 2nd rank, the Hell Heart on the Fire Belly, and a Standard of Discipline. All those little tricks are still going to be in that one little unit. It's little for ogres. And he's got 2 units of Noblars with musicians. I don't know why he had musicians and not standards in them. I thought they'd be 2 units of standards, for the fortitude objectives and stuff. The 2 Gorgers are going to give me fits. I'm going to have to hold my Manglers and Night Goblins with Fanatics back. 2 big units of Vornfang. He had originally placed down 3 Man-Eaters, but when I looked on his list, it looked like he had 4. I told him it looked like he had 4 here. He said, I've been using 3 all tournament. I think I've been doing wrong. So he's going to have 4 here. And you see the Grandmaster plan. He has 29.97. So you can't get max points off of him. And that's how you can't win the tournament by playing him. Because there's always going to be those 3 victory points you can't get. Now when you see in his deployment, you see the 3 Man-Eaters there, and I was looking at his list, I said, it looks like there's 4 Man-Eaters listed on your list. He thought he had 3, but it looked like, I don't know. But after this, he's going to have 4 down there. And he's going to have his units here. There's a building supposed to be somewhere here, but you're not seeing this picture, just going to kind of separate his army. So I was thinking, most of his heavy stuff on the other side of the building on the right. I'll just take everything down on the left and then swing around. So that was my initial plan. So now you can see the building. The Mornfang and the Man-Eaters and the Iron Guts on the left of this building don't have any of his heavy characters. They're all in that other Iron Gut unit, and it has this bigger unit of Mornfang on that side. So I'm start placing lots of Goblin things on the right side, because I'm thinking about swinging around and taking everything out. This is first pushing my deployment. I also want to note, we had deployment rules here like dawn attack with no reserves, where you had to put 2 things down in each deployment zone. So these night goblins here that I have on this side were barely really in that deployment zone, so I had to put the big boss here to have 2 placements here. I really wanted that big boss field on the other side of the table, but I realized I don't think those night goblins were enough into that deployment zone to count. And now you see the rest of my deployment. Like I said, that hill there, I was heavily putting night goblins and stuff there, and I wanted the other big boss there too, because I wanted to slow down all that heavy stuff on that side of the building as long as possible. Here we look at my vanguards. Just want to slow them down, and I'm trying to get that big boss to the building to hide around there, just to pop out and slow down the Iron Gut or Mournfang unit later on. Here's his first turn. Iron Blast is going to misfire, and I think it moved in a random direction, and it really does nothing. You know, nothing of consequence from the misfire. Unfortunately, in Magic, he's going to get bubble regen off, and you know, maybe it wasn't. I'm pretty sure it was bubble regen, or it was just regen on the big unit of Mournfang. But between that and the scroll of shielding, I knew those heavy things I wanted to shoot at and put magic at were basically protected. So I'm gonna have to start putting my focus on the things on the left side of this building, which is stuff I thought I could just take down easily anyway. So here's my first turn. I start slowing things down so I can shoot at it, and I think I'm abandoning my plan of surging forward these 2 hordes and taking out everything here and then swinging around the building. I don't know why I do that. I got off put by the fact that he had regen over there on the things I wanted to shoot at and slow down while I took this stuff out. So I started thinking, well, I need to shoot at this stuff, so I don't need to move. But it was real stupid. I should have just followed through my plan. Here's the other side of the board. I have 6 inches between those Wolf Riders there because I figure he's going to shoot at them. If he kills them, I don't want my big boss panicking. And he moved his Gnoblars back, and that's 25 points. I don't know why he was moving them back. So basically, the result of my shooting and magic, I killed 2 Mournfang. I'm not really able to do anything else. It was very disappointing. I think I was trying to put Rock Globulus on the Firebelly's head because just hoping to kill it, but I just couldn't get any direct hits. I mean, or he was making his lookout, sir. Either way, I wasn't able to kill it. Here's his turn 2. It actually looks like in this picture, it looks like his BSB is in the left-hand side Iron Guts. I'm not really sure. I'm pretty sure it might be. But basically, he's charging him at Wolf Riders. I'm either fleeing or just holding, just to make him where he can't move up so far. And that's basically the main thing I do this turn to try to slow him down. And over here, he shot his Gnoblars and his Man-Eaters at the Wolf Riders there, and I'm not sure if he either wipes them out or they just flee off the board. So I think I've lost all my Wolf Riders here at the in turn 2. The last thing to note is both his Gorgers come on. This one's coming on right behind my lines. There's the other one up there on the hill, and it comes within 8 inches. It's like I think it's less than 8 inches from those Night Goblins on that hill. And I still can't get my Fanatic to get to the Gorger. It only goes like 6 inches. Ugh. But I stop a Mangler here, and another Mangler over there, and another unit with a Fanatic. I'm really hoping I can take these Gorgers out before they do any damage. Alright, my turn 2. I move these Squigs up to hold back these Mournfang. I don't know. My Manglers, I don't know if I have a picture of it. Both of them failed to go through anything. Very disappointing. I think I moved one of them forward towards the Mournfang that are damaged, and the other one goes towards Gorger. But I think the Gorger was only 7 inches away, and again I miss it. And this is where my Trolls roll double ones to charge these Mournfang, which we're holding. If I could have got them up, then marched up my Savages, I would have been back on my plan to swing around to take all this stuff out. I rolled double ones. That's another situation. If I had just kept my last Lucky 7, I could have used that for this, made this charge. Everything could have been gravy. And this time, even though he had the regen up, I have to start shooting at things that are important. I put a lot of shooting into that big unit of Mournfang, and I'm able to kill one of them. I may have killed another Iron Gut along the way, but I'm just not getting it done with any shooting and magic here. I think I'm really trying to put headbutts on that Firebelly, trying to kill it because it has no protection other than Scroll of Shielding. just to try to kill it before it could come out with the Hell Heart. He Ogre's turn 3. He's got his fire belly right in front of me, like I was afraid of. I wasn't able to stop it. I think he's going to Amber Spear that Wolf-Rudder Big Boss that was there. I should have put the Wolf-Rudder Big Boss right in front of that unit sideways or something to keep it from marching out. And I didn't think about it. The Gorger is coming down the hill. It already stored a War Machine up there, and this is overrun. The other one's charging into this Doom Diver, and I do not think it destroys it this turn. I think somehow I hold, but I've only got like one guy left. Okay, and his magic, I can't remember what he does. I think he might get +1 toughness to his Mournfang. I'm not sure. His Iron Blaster, though, I forgot. In turn 2, it misfired again. I couldn't share it this turn also. So it's 3 turns I'm safe with the Iron Blaster. This big unit of Mournfang had charged my Squigs. I was able to kill another Mournfang. It did pop my Squigs. I don't know if I did. I don't know if I did enough damage to anything to do any more wounds to anything. But yeah, so my Squigs are gone. Pretty much everything I had over here to slow these guys down are gone now. So this is my turn 3. I charge the Fire Belly. I know he's going to hold to do the Hell Heart, and I just gotta hope the worst doesn't happen. I charge the Saber Tusk with my Trolls, and of course the worst does happen. My Great Shaman's going to get sucked into the warp. 1 wound's going to happen to my level 1. It's just awful. And this is just a result of me killing the Fire Belly and killing the Saber Tusk. Again, my shooting is going to do absolutely nothing. Yeah, he's charging everything in. I was hoping the Mournfang weren't going to make it, but they did make it. Everything's coming to my Savages. I gotta hope I can kill some stuff. He's going to get bubble regen off. So yeah, he decimates me. I do kill a good number of Iron Guts in the unit with his characters, but they're taken out of combat because I've lost so many Savages. I believe my general's in a challenge with one of his champions. I don't think I even wound him, and he wounds me. I hold because I got Crown of Command, and now I got to see if I can hold off long enough to get my Trolls into position. So yeah, at the end of my turn, I charge my Trolls in. I almost do no. He still has the bubble regen off. He really does very little damage to my Trolls, but I lose from combat static res, and I think I was probably on a 7 with a reroll my Troll or something, and they failed anyway. And they're running, which you see the little mechanical horse marker here is what we're showing that they're fleeing. All I have left of my general, he has Crown of Command, he sticks. He's still in the challenge, so he's safe from all these attacks. But, you know, I'm just trying to hold out as long as I can. At this point, I've had a Mangler go through a Gorger and do 1 wound. So Ogre turn 5, he charges something at these Trolls to make them flee to this point. It might have been his Man-Eaters. This Gorger here is destroyed, I think, like my last War Machine. I don't know what I have on the table left now other than my general. These Trolls are fleeing, a Mangler, and maybe some Night Goblins on the hill somewhere. They might be gone by now too. I'm not sure. Oh, I've got other Night Goblins who are fighting another Gorger, and they're only on Steadfast 5, and they've been holding, I think, for 2 combat rounds now. No, I think this turn he charges them, and they hold out on Leadership 5. This is my turn 5. I think I charge my bunker into the flank of these Mournfang, and they're gonna. I was just trying to get combat res, and they're gonna have broken and fled, and they never rally. My general's still in a challenge. He's taken another wound, and he's only done 2 wounds to the champion he's fighting. It's just, you know, it's probably good for me. It's actually good for me because I don't get all the attacks against me. But I can't even kill a champion with my war boss. My Trolls do rally though, so they're still here. I think all I have left now is my general, my Trolls, a Mangler, this Fanatic, and that's probably it. Okay, so this here's turn 6 for him, and this is just so I don't get away here. What happens? He wounds me twice. I make both my wards. I make an armor save and then a ward save because I think I still had armor save 6. I'm like, oh yeah, I made it. Now all I got to do is make my leadership 10 roll, and I roll, no, my leadership 9 roll, and I roll a 10, and I flee. He's going to chase me both of these units, He's going to break me down. He's not going to fleet enough to get to my trolls, and on my turn, my trolls can't pass stupidity, and all I have is a mangler is moving randomly. And so the game's going to end with my troll just looking stupidly at his army where I can get more points, and I have a mangler I that really does nothing. It's just sitting there. I think it might have skidded off the other way or something. But yeah, this is a really, really, really bad loss. See, this is a huge victory for the ogres. I get less than 900 points. I get like 889. I think that's the worst I've ever done in this Carnage system in the last 3 years. Although the first time we used Carnage system, we were getting bonuses for wins, loss, and draw. And I think even for a loss, you got 500 points. So it's possible I got less points in one of my two losses that year, but I don't think so. I think I got in the 1300s or so without that in both my losses that year. I'm not sure. This is the worst I can remember ever doing. Uh, I shouldn't abandon my plan to just sweep across on that side. I don't know why I did. I got hung up on the fact that I needed to kill things there because he had bubble regen off another side, and I just should have just moved them up and fought things that couldn't really beat me, and just try to get as many points as I could. But yeah, I got destroyed. I mean, I couldn't even hold on to the 500 points at the end for being at that objective point. So I'm not sure how much he gets. I want to say he got over 4,500 for me because all I had left was my. Maybe not. It was over 4,000 because I still had my trolls, which were worth a lot, and the mangler. But he probably got a little over 4,000. But he got a ton. Yeah, I couldn't get hardly anything. I just got one unit of Mornfang that landed on a fanatic. Um, I think I might have got half points for Man-Eaters, his Firebelly, and his Saber Tusk. I don't know if I got anything else other than that. Yeah, I did I did really, really poorly. But anyway, this is going to take me back down to the bottom tables now. Um, my last game's going to be, I guess, High Elves, and this guy, his army is going to be amazing. He won the best single painted model. He's going to win one of the painting prizes in the main event. You're going to have to see his models to believe him. That'll be next time. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Hopefully I will never have to play Dan again at Brawler Bash. Well, I mean, I don't mind playing him again, but come on, guys. Stop matching me up against Dan. This is what happens every time. All right, I'll talk to you guys next time, and I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for listening. And good game, Dan.